I'm Hubert for Clubit TV. We are here at the UKGE 2019 with
Dan Alexander.
And you've got
my new game, Lander.
And just tell us about this game, or tell us about what you're going to be doing with it.
So we have an idea that we haven't necessarily seen before from a lot of looking. Maybe somebody has done it before, but we'd like to bring the world together, so that we would like to do a Play Before You Pledge campaign. That means that we've sent 125 copies to board game cafes and stores around the world, which you can see on our website link. And the idea is that you can go into your local game store and play the game. And then we're aiming to go to Kickstarter on the 1st of October.
2019.
So, in 2019. So the copies should arrive in your closest game store around the first week of July, roughly. So there'll be all of July, August and September for you to get out there and get your hands on the game and see what you think.
So you've been developing this game for a number of years now, haven't you?
Yes, it's been about 4.5 years in development, and I started off with my friend Charles, and about 2 years in, for one reason or another, he didn't want to commercialize it, so then I've worked with my friend Sean to bring it up to where it is now.
Excellent. Now I've read the description of it, I've seen a lot of it that's being played. There's quite a lot of mechanisms in here, but you assure me that it's not like too mechanism heavy, and from what I've seen of it so far, it's interesting resource management and card management, and there's lots of stuff that's going on. So just tell me about that.
Okay.
Tell me a little bit about that.
So the game actually started on Boxing Day 2014, when my friend Charles asked me, do you want to make a game? And we kind of said yes, and we had our favourite games around us.
Okay.
Such as Catan and Munchkins, Battlestar Galactica, a deck of cards for poker, all of these sorts of games. And these actually formed some of the main inspiration for the game.
Okay.
So it's kind of a mishmash of our favourite games, whereby any of the games that we felt kind of had an improvement that we could potentially make, we've kind of mashed them all together and made them slightly better, perhaps. And the idea being that they don't necessarily play like any one of the games that I've just described, but you can see where the inspiration has come from.
Ah, right. Because the theme of this game is that you've crash landed, is it?
That's correct, yes.
And you've got to survive.
Yes, so the backstory for the game is that we are set sail from Earth, and we're landing on the first planet outside of our solar system, found to have liquid water on its surface. And as the lander comes in, it crash lands, and for this crew deck that you see with all of the crew members, half the crew die.
Oh dear.
So the reason this is significant is that the crew are split into 3 different classes. So you have scientists, you have operations staff, and you have engineers. And in any one game, each one of these 50 crew members...
Sorry about that, we had a bit of an announcement, but we're going to carry on regardless.
So
carry on, Dan.
So what you'll see is that these crew members, they all have a unique leadership ability. So there are 50 crew members, all with a game-changing leadership ability.
Thought about. They're all down there.
And in any one game, you only play with, for example, 6 crew per player. So it may be that you only see this many crew and this goes back into the box. So the game has huge replayability.
Yes.
And very interesting strategies as a result of these crew members.
I'll say one of the things that I noticed about this game, first of all, is that the production is very high, and that the art is very vibrant. It's not like a dull game. It's like these player mats, these pieces. You've got like these inserts part of the game. So
yes.
They're multifunctional. They don't just.
So what we wanted to do is be able to think about the player in the design of the game. So from this perspective, when you bring the game out of the box, these have a lid on, and you pull these out onto the table, and they facilitate gameplay.
Okay.
So as well as being a handy storage device,
these are some of the tiles that are in the game, little storage device.
You basically can draw these out and develop and explore the planet that you've landed on.
That's excellent. I like that. I love games that you can just like set them up. There's no fiddliness about, oh, you've got to stack this deck and stack that deck, and you just grab all this stuff out of the box. You've also got this one here, which are the resources, and they're all in their own little containers. You just put them back in there, go back in the box. Everything excellent. Love it already.
Great, thank you.
So anything else that you want to tell us about the game?
So the game comes in 3 different play styles. So for a novice player, or if it's your first game perhaps, this is 20 minutes per player.
Right.
And from this we've basically stripped back the original game that we made with all of the decision points, so that it means that it's suitable for new gamers.
Yep.
Now, there's no reason why anyone can't play Lander.
Right.
I would say that if somebody has played Catan, that a lot of the way that Catan works, you'll see how it's inspired from. So if you're a novice player that's played one game of Catan and then this first game of Lander, I think you'd slide into the understanding of it very well.
Okay, and so you could just ramp up the difficulty
as you see fit.
And these tell you how to set up the game as well,
Yes, that's correct. So as you step through, it tells you exactly, as you open the box for the first time, what to do step by step. So
very handy.
You're in a situation whereby, without having to read the full rule book, you can get to a situation whereby you're in a position where you can start to play. And what we've done with the rule book is work through so that we have an overview section and then the reference manual. So you can then turn to the back page and just quickly go to the relevant page number to start answering the questions.
Very nice, very useful.
Now, with these different play styles, we can add complexity.
Right.
So we have this whole event deck of cards that we start adding in the second level, as well as the accolades.
Right.
And as you go up to the full level, so that's 30 minutes per player, and we can go up to the full Lander experience, which is 50 minutes per player.
Oh, far more intense.
And this is the game that we really hope that you love as much as we do. All of these games have very different play styles, so the win condition for each of them is very different. So they genuinely are an individual game themselves and a collective whole.
So what's the objective of the game? Is it survival, or are you trying to build a city, or?
So basically you're playing as corporations.
Right.
And with the corporations you're in a situation whereby you're trying to stake claim to this new world.
Right.
The objective of the game is defined by these mission cards.
Right.
And you are aiming to achieve the highest number of mission stars through the game. And per game style, there are different win criteria.
And these missions are, everybody's trying to do them. They're not secret to you, are they?
So as the game style increases, in the basic game,
all right,
everyone's just racing for these.
Okay.
As you step up, now you start to have private missions as well as public missions.
Excellent.
And then in the heaviest game style, when you complete a mission, you actually choose which mission type to replace it with.
Oh, if you want to go for a heavier one or an easier one.
We add a little bit more strategy with each step.
Okay. All right. Okay, that sounds great. If you want to know any more details, we'll have a link in the description. I'm sure Dan would love to hear from you.
Yeah.
I said go to the various stores. It'll be on his website. Try this game out, and if you like it, back it.
Yeah. Thank you very much, and I'd love to hear your feedback.
Yes, in the comments and stuff
so
like that.
So if you want to go on our website, you'll be able to email me, and I am still in a stage whereby collectively, if I hear the same sorts of things from all of you, then it would be lovely to hear that information, because I can still make changes to the game before we go to Kickstarter on the 1st of October. Excellent.
All right, well, thank you for your time, Dan. And,
thank you, Hubert.
And I hope you will enjoy playing this game and will back it. Okay, and I'm Hubert from Clubit TV.
And I'm Dan Alexander from Intrepid Games with the first game, Lander.
All right, thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.